The moment that you've all been waiting for is finally here. We're going to start building the helmet. We'll start off with the mask portion of it. I'm going to use a two-step process for it, or actually two-pronged attack. It's going to be done in a single step, kind of. I'm going to be using both super glue and this solvent adhesive. So what this is going to do is it's going to chemically melt the PLA together, and then once it flashes off, it's going to leave it basically welded together. But that takes a couple hours for it to happen. So to hold it in place in the meantime, I'm going to use some of this super glue here, cyanoacrylate, originally developed during Vietnam to close up wounds, saved hundreds of lives during the war. There's your interesting factoid for the day. Let's start off by assembling the bottom portion of the helmet. How am I going to do this? Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So, whoa, he's already a dripping, and we haven't even started. Dirty girl. Spread some on there. Probably should have read the instructions first, and of course there's remove protective masking paper from acrylic sheet, apply bead, blah blah blah. Got way ahead of myself there. Clean off both of the parts first, so you need a little bit of alcohol. Sure there's no grease or anything on there that'll prevent a good adhesion. Wow, this stuff is just going everywhere. Now when it comes to the usage of things like this, I want to let you guys know I'm not an expert, and this is literally, right now, my first time ever doing anything like this. This one there. Later on, what I'll do off screen is I'll get a 3D pen, and I'll fill in any gaps that there may be, which there's going to be because, come on, get in there. 3D printing is not... Whoa, that is really watery. The most exact method of manufacturing. Okay, so super glue's on there. 7, 8, 9, 30. And I've glued it to the table. Well, at least to the newspaper. That's why I put it down there. You can see the super glue is going to hold it together while the solvent shooches. You can see there's a gap there. Now this portion right here is printed against the board. Oh, framing, you fuck. This portion right here was printed against the board, and you can see how it's separated because it, focus, yep. When it printed, those portions lifted up off of the board. Although my idea worked, it's holding together. Solvent weld is doing its job, and I'm getting it stuck to my fingers, so I know the super glue is doing its job. Now, for the fun bit, you have to put these two together. Stay in focus, thank you very much. This is going to be the harder part. How do I want to do this? Decided, same song and dance as the last round. Right there, there, right there, some there, put some there too. Yep, and it is set up. Getting there. Not perfect, but she's trying. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to come back in with like a 3D pen and clean all that stuff out. Now we just need to put the filters in here, although I think I'm gonna need to use my... Whoa, I separated this thing. Shit. Probably gonna need to use my Dremel tool to sand some of that stuff down. Sanded this thing out with my Dremel tool. Make these filters fit. Okay, the simplest thing we've done this whole time. A little bit over in there. Put that in. And it faces sort of that way. Like that. I'll put some super glue around it too. Yeah. Got it on my hands. This time I'm gonna do the smart thing. Put super glue in there beforehand. Wait, why did I even use super glue? These things have enough their own pressure that they can hold it together while the solvent works. A little drippy drip. Come on, baby. Hey! Hell yeah. This is getting so awesome. I cannot believe it. Okay, then we have to assemble these parts. This one came out pretty crappy because it was printed like this. There's support material underneath it. And yeah, it just looks kind of like Darth Sidious's ball sack. Now that that image is firmly in your head, let's move on. That's gonna go like so. Alright, wash, rinse, repeat. Oh, that's way too much. You just wet all over the place. Super glue bonds the plastic together almost instantly. 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing's on here. This is really starting to take shape now. I get to attach the left back piece. Get some of that on there. Whoa, why is this doing that? I had to take a phone call right after I put the glue on, so I didn't get that part recorded. But this is on there. It's chooched pretty good. Next part, we need to put these things, the top of the visor on. Now for these, I'm just gonna use straight super glue. I'm not gonna use any of the solvent. Take that back. Maybe I will use some of the solvent. dab right there in the corner. And the rest of this will get the glue. I think I got her on there. Straight. Oh boy. I'm not sure what's causing this. I'm gonna need to get my Dremel tool and take a little bit off of this piece. And here we go. Final bit. Drip. Glue. I'll just jam her in there. Alright, final bit. Should be pretty cut and dry. Super glue. And press and hold. There we have it, folks. The visor portion of the Metro Spartan helmet has been assembled. It's ready to rock. Things looking a little bit big. Kind of hard to get the scaling right when you're exporting something directly from a video game. I think it's still going to be wearable. I think it's still going to be really, really damn cool. Hey, well, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time when I get the rest of the helmet assembled, and then we'll start painting this thing and dressing her up. Alright, major problem here. I seem to have neglected the fact that when they make video games, things don't need to work mechanically. I'm gonna need to figure out how to solve this because there's no way in shit I'm printing this whole thing again.